How are you all? Hey, Jen Lou.
Hey, Allie, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Me and Jen were on the. I can't. It's very hard to after we've been on the phone to just get over here and be like, "Man, what have you been up to?"
Right, act like we ain't been talking for the last 30 minutes about
Yeah.
this show.
um.
Well, full disclosure, I called Allie because I didn't see a thumbnail or a schedule for the live, and I was like panicking, thinking maybe something came up. So I wanted to check on her. And then we got to talking about what happened today and the trials, and you know how that goes.
Yeah, it just went on and on. But yeah, I love it. It was fun. But hey, Forever Chasing the Sun and Batty, hey Tonka Girl, Pointer Lover, Dave G, Lisa, Crime Curious, Quinny, Marcus, Vicky, hey Shay, hey Maria, Pink Dahlia, thank you guys for being here. Peyton, Lisa, the trial is breaking my heart. I know it's rough. Hey
It's
Dave, go ahead, Miss
this
Jen.
this kid, I swear, again with the damn glass door. And this time I actually walked into the glass door thinking it was open.
You have to put some stickers on it or
I'm
something.
going to have to. This is going to be clearly this is going to be a fucking safety hazard for your girl. So,
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Glowbug. I want to say something, Jen. Yeah, I got a comment that
yes.
I think I said this morning, but you had a couple things going on, so you weren't here. But there was a comment about like, oh, you guys are just up there laughing and carrying on. This isn't about Melanie. It's about these kids. And if you continue, I'm going to unsubscribe. And I want to get your opinion on this because I've heard you talk about this. But I want to say, you guys, sometimes it's just simply to help digest it and make it a little easier. The reason that we don't like Melanie is because of her part in what happened to these kids. If it wasn't for her, things would not have went the way they did. And so, oh, Jade Raid, thank you, Melissa. Oh my gosh, I miss Melissa's live. You guys, after the live, check
Oh
it out. I'm gonna put her link right here. If you guys weren't over there, go check it out. Hey Teresa, so yeah, it's not at all disrespectful to the victims. It's just simply to sometimes to make it a little easier to digest. And yeah, we should be allowed to, like, we're not out here picking on other people, and we're picking on people who are assholes, and they're part of this. So what do you think, Jen?
okay. So for me, I'll say this. I deal with very intense, stressful situations. My coping mechanism is humor. I have always been this way. It is, I don't know any, I mean, I can try, I, I could try not to be that way, but then I don't know what my coping mechanism would be. And when these cases, especially cases with children, are so abhorrent to me. The crimes that these, specifically like what we're talking about right now, Letecia and Lori and Chad. Okay, what they did, because they were the caregivers. It to me it adds an extra layer of evil, as if taking a life isn't evil enough. You took the life of a child, which is additional evil, and then on top of it, you were the caretaker. You were supposed to. Those children were given to you as a gift, and
Yep.
you chose to take their lives. So to me, that's an extra added layer in it. And there are times when it becomes so heavy and so dark that I don't want to I don't want to be in a heavy and dark place. And to be quite frank, there are times when people that are involved in this trial, in these cases, do asinine things that I cannot help but make a hilarious yet accurate observation on their behavior.
Yes,
Humor is the way that I deal with it.
an honest
You
observation.
know, yes. Look, I finally have now seen, Allie showed me the get up that one Melanie Shebangs Gibb was wearing to court. Okay. Listen, I cracked a couple of jokes. I'm not making fun. I want this to be very clear. I'm not making fun of the crime. The crime is incredibly heinous. It is incredibly serious. What I'm commenting on and making jokes on are the ridiculous behaviors of the criminals, not the crime itself.
Yep, I completely agree. And Jasper, thank you so much for joining. Welcome. I appreciate that so much. And hey, Shabane. Hey, B Crumbs. Hey, you guys. Thank you for being here. Um, yeah, I completely agree with you. And I personally really enjoy when you insult these people who are part of hurting these kids. It makes me feel a little bit better about it. So, yeah.
I don't understand what the difference is. What if I sat up here and called Melanie every name but her government name? Would that be better? I mean, she does things, she says things that are preposterous. And
Mhm.
maybe it's I don't intend to offend anybody, and if I have offended you, I apologize. But maybe I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And maybe I'm just not
No,
their cup of tea. And it is what it
you
is.
are.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I think that you are. I think just some people have to know that it doesn't come from a place that like they might assume.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to get your thoughts on some of the stuff we saw from Letecia today. So one of the clips I tried to upload was too long, so I'm gonna try to pull it up on the thing. But also I have a short clip of her attack in the car, which I'm so glad we got to see that. Oh my God, I think I pulled it to the exact moment of where I wanted to talk about when she's
Okay.
trying to get out, of the interview. So,
Okay.
is that all right? Can I show you a couple things and then I'll hear
Oh,
your opinion and we'll talk about it?
absolutely. Because let me say what I missed. The part that I missed because Alice and Mac were acting a fool, and they were running around, and they knocked something over, and I got distracted, and so I missed the moment when Letecia hit the officer with the monster. I didn't get to see that, so I'm
Oh my
so
God, you didn't?
no, no. And let me just say this: I am still disgruntled with Miss Alice and Mr. Mac at this time at 8:47 p.m. as I was at whatever time we were watching it this afternoon. I'm still disgruntled over it, but now that I know that you caught it and you're going to replay it, I mean, I could have always
Mhm.
watched it, but you know what I'm saying? Like that was the whole thing I was trying to watch. And that's the exact moment these two yahoos picked to act a fool.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to show you then if you didn't see it. Look, criminality. Jenn is my cup. Shay Benet, just be your lovely self. You speak so many of
Aw,
our thoughts. Lots
thank you
of love in this
guys.
chat for you guys. Can you
Thank
show? Oh,
you.
I'm going to show you guys what Melanie wore. I thought maybe we'll do talk about today with Letecia and then get into the stuff with Lori and Court over there today.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to play from here. I think this is about the part I rewound it 20 seconds. I want to get right where she starts opening the door and trying to leave. Yeah, I want to talk about some of that for a moment.
Yes.
Ready?
Okay.
Pooping. I'm having really bad chest pain. Like right here.
Okay.
My chest just so
Okay, sit down. We'll call for help.
bad chest pain. I need to probably
Okay,
get out of the clothes in.
just sit in the couch.
So you tell me we can't do it.
I'm telling you, we're gonna call for help right now, but I need you to sit
I
down.
can't breathe. I'm just asking to be out. I can breathe.
No,
Tight and closed and I'm claustrophobic.
you just need to sit down on the couch.
It's really hurting. So
Sit down on the couch.
I can't breathe. I'm just asking you to open the door.
Why don't you have a response?
I just want to breathe. I'm asking you to keep the door. That's all.
No, now we're gonna have to call you an ambulance because you said you got chest pain.
I got chest pain. Just claustrophobic. I can't breathe.
So we're gonna call you an ambulance.
I asked for you to open the door. I just can't breathe.
Well, you're being detained right now. So sit
But
down on the
I
couch.
can't breathe. I just wanted the door open and you refused that. That's all I
You're being detained and the door helps that. Okay?
asked anywhere.
So sit down on the couch.
You just leave the door open so I can breathe?
Sit down on the couch.
I told y'all earlier I had really bad anxiety and I take Lorazepam for it.
Yeah, well, you're claustrophobic until
No, excuse me, I take Lorazepam every day, and if I don't take it, I could have a panic attack. I take my own panic attack. So you are misquoting what you heard, sir.
It's that sir at the end for me. Sir.
Sir, wait a minute. I thought you said you didn't take the lorazepam daily, but now you do. The manipulation with this woman, it's infuriating.
It is.
The mind games.
And let me just say this, okay? If Allie had rewound back about 5 minutes prior to this woman is walking back and forth in the room, okay? She started out by announcing that she peed a little, okay? She did. She said, I peed a little and now my pants are wet. Then she proceeds to sit down on their couch. Then she gets up and starts pacing around. Then she asks for a book or something to read. Okay. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's having chest pains and cannot breathe. I'd like to point out here that she's talking. And a necessary element to speaking is the ability to breathe. Okay. So she's clearly breathing. All right. And
Me too, Pink Dahlia. Sorry.
also, my favorite part from the detective was, ma'am, you're being detained and the door helps. Very astute observation, sir, because yes, it's very difficult to detain a human or an animal if they can get out. That's containment is part of detainment, right?
Yes.
And the door helps with that. So, like,
oh my goodness, she's a mess. Kosher meals and yeah, did she, am I dreaming, or did she at one point say they wouldn't feed, she wasn't allowed to eat or drink and all that stuff?
yes, she did. Yes,
and
she
then
did.
they offered her, she was like even gonna buy her something. What do you want? I won't buy nothing crazy expensive, but what do you want? And she's like,
she said, I'm not going to get you lobster or nothing, but I'll buy you what you want.
Yeah, and Letecia at that point says, I just want lorazepam. You didn't even want food. What the hell? You're just
Exactly.
complaining. All right,
And then
play. Oh,
okay, go ahead.
Wait a minute. Shay, thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Aw. I hate that StreamYard doesn't show us. It pisses me off. Thank you, Shay. That's really
It does. So look backstage. You see where it says live? Chat, it'll say chat, and then next to it, it should say super chat if you get one. Oh, no, not for gifting memberships. That one it won't show. No, that it won't show. It won't show gifting the memberships. That's a YouTube thing.
Thank you.
Sorry, I
Melissa.
thought you got a super chat.
No, it was, but okay. Are you talking about on YouTube though? Because my StreamYard is not doing that.
Well, you have to wait until you get a super chat. If you get a super chat, it'll where the chat is at. There'll be another box that you can click over, and it'll have the super chats there for you.
Okay, cool.
I learned that last night. It's a new thing.
I heard when you learned it, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, Shay Benet is very generous. Thank you so much.
Oh, Shay Benet, that was so sweet of you.
Her demeanor is not that of someone who just suffered a brutal attack from Eduardo. So let me ask you, because you did mention this on your live, do you think that's why she put the tissues in her pants now, because she peed a little?
I actually think that's what it is. And I mean, look, ladies, we've all been there when Mother Nature has popped up and surprised us and caught us unawares. And we all know what we have done until we get in the car and we can get to the store. Okay. And I kind of think that is what Letecia was doing. That I will give her, but nothing else. That's it.
That's hey Nikki, good to see you. And I think that you might be right. And Amber, thank you. And no, it's not showing me on StreamYard. What the heck? I wonder why.
What? I should have took a screenshot. When it does it, if it happens again, I'll show you
Amber, that was
where
so
to
sweet.
look.
She said try it out. Thank you, Amber. Very sweet. Hey, Lynn.
Aww.
Okay, I'm gonna play another minute of this, but then I want to get into. I'm gonna use Teresa's because she uploaded the Monster Smash because I only have a 1 minute clip I clipped of like the actual Smash moment.
Okay.
And then I have some pictures I grabbed from today that I want to show you too. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Maurice. All right. So we'll just play another moment of this just to watch her the manipulation. Now, did you notice when they come in and she was laying down, she started acting like she didn't know her damn birthday. She didn't know where she was. Did you hear her?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me say this, y'all. Now, this woman put on a whole ass show. Okay. So, first of all, she's asking for the lorazepam. Okay. Let me give you a little spoiler alert. She didn't even bring it. It's not even in her vehicle. Okay. So how critical is it to your needs? Second of all, the whole hullabaloo, the reason why she's even still there is for two reasons. One, they want her phone, and she said that she would not give it to them without a search warrant. So they said, fine, we're going to get a search warrant. And she said, can I leave? And they said, no, you're being detained. The reason she's being detained is because she came in there to tell them that she had been SA'd, okay, which is a crime. And in other circumstances, she would have been free to go. But the reason she's in there in the first place for questioning is because of the first crime, which is Gannon is missing. So now what has happened is, after this story, what the detectives feel is they're not going to take any chances. They probably are not buying her story, to be honest with you, but they're not going to take any chances. They're going to dot every I, cross every T, and leave no stone unturned. Okay. So at this point, because the SA occurred during the time when Gannon was home, and that after the SA, after it was all said and done, Gannon was missing, right? Then it's now become part of his missing persons case. And frankly, her body is evidence. Okay. So they cannot make her take submit to a sane exam, but they can get her to submit to a suspect exam, which is just all external. There's nothing invasive about it. Okay. And her whole issue is she didn't want to go to the hospital being escorted by the popo because that's too much attention and people are going to look at her and they're going to judge her and yada, yada, yada. Okay. So then she pulls this shenanigan. I'm having chest pains. I can't breathe. Now she's going to the hospital via ambulance. She's going to be wheeled in on a stretcher and accompanied by cops and by paramedics. So well played, Letecia. You wanted the whole hospital situation to be a low-key affair, and now you've turned it into the exact opposite of a low-key affair, because the cops told her, we're going to go through the back door. We're not in uniform. It's going to be very discreet, very private. No, that was too much. Now she needs to she doesn't want to make an entrance, so she does everything in her power to make an entrance. That's what happened.
Exactly. With a wet car that's been cleaned, but the top still has dust and dirt on it, looking like a whole damn nut. Like, frustrating. And thank you, Sherry. I love you being here. And thank you. Oh, man, that was my phone on concrete.
Oh, dear.
It's all right. Okay, I'm going to play, just like I said, another minute of this, and then we'll get to the Monster Smash video thing.
Okay.
I just said open the door.
Okay, well, we're going to have medical come check you out.
I mean, ridiculous.
You said you're having chest.
Yes, I just since the door's been closed, I haven't taken my anxiety medicine. I've taken it so many days in a row. So I'm having.
You had told me,
I don't ever take it except on panic attacks.
yes, you had told me earlier that you don't take it on a regular basis.
I don't.
But whenever
When I put in the last few days, I feel like I am. That's why I kept asking you to open the door. So now this gentleman thinks that I'm being frustrating to deal with him when I asked several times just to open the door and let me get fresh air. That's all I asked you several times.
Would it be helpful? Like, do you have your lorazepam?
No, I don't.
Was it in your car?
No, I
in your
don't.
house? Or,
That's why I asked that I open the door.
like, do you want to see a medical personnel or?
I mean, I wanted the door open because I was having symptoms. That's all.
So what I need very clearly from you right now is for you to tell me whether or not you feel like you are having a medical.
Let me see right here. I just want to see if I can catch
Yeah,
this part because
Taking it so I can do that.
You can lay back if you're more comfortable.
Even sick.
Okay. You have chest pain right now?
Yep.
What does it feel like?
I don't know. Right now, it's going up more and more.
What does it feel like? Is it a stabbing pain? Is it a pressure?
No, it's like pressure.
Pressure. Okay. You nauseated? Abnormally short of breath?
Well, I couldn't breathe in here, and I kept asking him today.
That's fair. Any other medical problems other than anxiety? Sure.
Yeah, like asthma.
The lorazepam we already talked about?
Not every day, no.
How old are you?
Oh, yeah, 35. No.
Ma'am, what's your date of birth?
I'm
What's that?
35.
No, what's your date of birth? What day were you born? In what year? Okay, we're gonna come up with on the chest. Take a good look at your heart, okay?
Did I ask anything wrong? I don't understand.
I'm just asking what your birthday is.
this is what I wanted to show. She's literally pretending she doesn't know. When's your birthday? 35. Lady, you are ridiculous. You are
Did
so
I answer? Let me just say this. If you were truly having, if this was an actual serious situation where she truly was incapable of knowing her date of birth, she would not pick up on the officer asking her about the date of birth and then ask, am I answering something wrong? I don't understand. The two are, that they cannot coexist. That's not how it works.
No, and that's what. Oh, yeah, she is stupid, but she thinks she's so smart, and that's the thing. She's manipulative, but I think some people fall for it, and some people just don't want to deal with her ass. So
Exactly.
So they give her away. Now this is the monster video. Amber, I saw you laughing at. What do we call it? The monster. It sounds like. Is that a movie? No, I don't know. But anyways. This is the video. It's on from Teresa's channel. I can't wait for you to see this since you haven't. And I dropped Teresa's channel in the comments because I think she has the full recording of the interview as well, in case you guys want to see that. Sorry for coughing in your ear.
Oh, no, you're fine. You didn't cough in my ear. You're fine.
Okay, good. I have like yeah, I don't like to do that because sometimes I wear headphones and I'll notice like certain sounds that people may not notice. If you're wearing headphones, it's yeah. Speaking of think, I'll take mine and put this day out of its misery. Oh, Vanessa, I hope everything's okay. She was 36. Okay.
She can't even get her birthday. She doesn't even know how old she is. Get out of here.
Oh, I know the monster movie, but I was thinking Monster Smash. Like I've heard that before.
I think you were thinking of Monster Mash, which is a song.
Oh, probably. The Monster Mash. No, dude, but this is like oh my God. When I saw this, I thought, I hope I don't have nightmares about her tonight because the way that she attacks this lady, like, I'm sorry to say this, but I picture her attacking other people, like, and even like Gannon, or like the way she swings her arm, and it's so violent. And she starts to act like, okay, I got to turn my camera on for a minute just to show you kind of what she does. But she starts to like act like she's just doing this number here, and she's like leaving her head like this and bobbing it around. In the meantime, she's getting her hands out, so she's like do, and then she does something, and then boom, she just bam turns, because the lady is beside of her. Watch her though, like how sneaky she is getting out of these cuffs. It's like, yeah, it's scary.
She's violent.
Yeah, she is. Poor baby, man.
Yes. And that's why I say when you showed the pictures of her knuckles of her hands the other day, and we saw her knuckles, homegirl looks like she's been in a fight.
Mhm.
That's what it looks like.
Watch her. See here? She's rolling her neck.
Mhm.
That's what she did. I couldn't remember, but she like, I'm going to rewind it a little bit and then, okay.
Okay.
But she does look like she's been in a fight. She
Yeah.
really. Oh, you freaking manipulative, sneaky B word. Ah. And that cop's right beside her. Right here.
Yep. And like right before this, y'all, the officer has testified that they were singing songs, doing trivia. They were having as much fun as you can have in a vehicle driving straight for 24 hours. You know,
Yep.
she is really giving us Samara, frankly, this rolling of the neck. I'm pretty sure she did that shit too.
CDT, I don't, Melissa says yes. I must have missed that because I don't know. I guess
What?
I got, did the lady have to have surgery that she attacked?
She did. She did. She had to have surgery on her shoulder. She did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so they jump from this detainment. Is she in real handcuffs? She's in real handcuffs, and they are on a waistband because the lady does mention that as well. This is when, so the interrogation was, someone had asked, was that before the phone calls? That interrogation was before the phone calls. It was January 29th. Those phone calls were in February, and then she was arrested in March. Am I getting that right? Or was
I feel like I know that she was arrested. Where's Crime Curious? Gannon was found, I feel like March 17th. And I think that, and I know that Letecia was arrested before Gannon was found. So wasn't she
first
like arrested? I thought she was arrested in okay. Criminality knows March 2nd. Okay.
Yep.
All right. There we go.
I was thinking the first. I knew it was like around that, but yeah, March 2nd. Thank you, Teresa. And then,
thanks.
Okay. I don't know what I was going to say. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Hey, Jordan.
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
Hey, Claire. How are you? Will? She was arrested in February. Gannon was found in March. And yeah, those phone calls were in February, but the interrogation from today was the 29th.
Yeah, you're right. Correct.
Okay. Hey, Will B. All right, I'm gonna play it now. This crazy ass bitch. I'm telling you, it's what.
This is when she's really serving us Samara. So y'all. Yeah. 7 days.
Sorry, I had to unmute for that.
I can't, and I now I can't unhear it. Like I can hear the trailer for the movie. 7 days. I can. Yeah. All right. Hit it. Let me oh crap. I'm gonna miss it again because I pushed a button.
Hold on, then I'll wait because we're right at it.
Okay. Yeah, hold on because I had you on the TV. Let me because I wanted to say it big. Let me turn off the chat because it's covering that part up.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm ready for real, for real. All right.
Okay. Oh my God, I despise this woman. I'm sorry. I gotta unmute.
Stop.
Hold on, I'm gonna rewind it and I want to slow it down just for a minute because it's kind of hard to see. So I think if we slow it down, okay.
Now that song's gonna be in my head.
I know, insane in the membrane.
I'm insane in the brain.
Oh my God.
Fat boy on a diet. Don't try it. I'll check your ass like a looter in a riot.
This I don't even know it like that. Damn, Jen.
I know it all. I love Cypress Hill.
This monster can was oh my God, was completely full, right?
Yes.
She swings it hard. I cannot believe she did this. What did you think was going to happen, lady? And then you're sitting there and she's like, I'll do it for you. Here, I'm going to play it in regular speed. Let me fix it. Let's watch
Okay.
what happens after. But
Okay.
oh, yeah, she is violent though. That's the truth.
She keeps threatening me. Stop. She keeps threatening me. She keeps on threatening me. I have stopped it. She keeps on.
She's threatening you? No, bullshit.
She keeps on. Threatening me. I will for you. She keeps put your arm down. Put your arm down. She keeps threatening me the whole time.
Tisha, give me your arm.
I will to you.
Tisha, give me your
I will
arm.
to you, but not
Cooperate with me. Cooperate with me.
I will with you, but not with her.
Cooperate with me.
I will with you, not with her.
If she'd have had more room, I think she would have given the full windmill,
Tisha?
the whole wind up.
I will with you. I said we didn't do it.
Let me ask you something. How many
Yes.
people who are truly innocent, let's say you're being accused of something so heinous, of hurt. I mean, this baby, this crime is just like one of the most horrific I've ever heard. And what happened to him is just so disgusting and heinous.
Yes.
You are accused of something like that, but you're innocent. This is not how you behave. This just ain't it. She does look stupid, Tiff. Don't you think so? Like someone who's innocent would not be trying to break out of the windows and hitting the cop and those kind of things.
Now, Allie, she only opened the door so that she could breathe. She cannot breathe in a moving vehicle unless the door is open. So I want to ask her so badly, Letecia, and I'm not going to call you Tisha. I'm going to call you by your full government name, ma'am. Letecia. When you drove all the way across Hell's Half Acre from Colorado to Florida, did you ride with the door open, so you could breathe?
Yeah. And Quinny, she did act guilty from day one. Well, day two. That interview, when she comes in with all the nonsense that we watched a little bit of at the beginning and that was that we saw yesterday and today, or day before yesterday. That is, can you imagine how Al must have felt? I don't know, because I put myself in his shoes like naturally, and I can't imagine how that would feel. He's having to sneak and call the cops and tell them, my wife lied to me about this. My wife got a rental car. I couldn't find this car.
This is what I actually think that she's doing. I've been thinking about this, and let me say this now. I can't put my brain into Letecia's. Like, I can't think like her because I cannot get my own head up my ass that far, right? Okay. As far as she clearly has hers, right? But I've been thinking about this because Letecia is, yes, she is manipulative, but she's also calculating.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually sort of think that this is the beginning of her going for some type of insanity plea, because let's just take this real logical for just a second. Okay. You are in a moving vehicle. And in my opinion, the only time to open a door in a moving vehicle is if you are being kidnapped. Okay. Then you're trying to escape. And that makes total rational sense. Okay. I would do it. But if you are in a vehicle in handcuffs, surrounded by officers who are armed, where are you going to go? Honestly, where would you go? You're only going to get so far. Okay. Yeah. And I know, Letecia, you say that you work out all the time and whatever, but say what you want. It's fine. There's running to work out and running for your life or running to escape, two different things, ma'am. And I don't think you've done enough cardio to prepare for the amount of running that you're going to need to do to really escape. Okay.
No.
So I think she's thinking that this is all she knows that she's going down for this. Okay. It is what it is. So this is I think the beginning of her setting it up to show that she's insane, because the average person, hello, I'm average, would watch this and be like, what the hell, is she crazy? Who would try to do something like this?
That's what I think. But you know what? I don't know. I think that she obviously thinks that her lies are believable. So it's not a stretch to think, what if she really thought she could get away? Because
But but then she has. Now I don't know. I've seen her stand up a few times, and her clothes look like they're quite tight. They fit. I don't know where she's stuffing all of the audacity that she's walking around with, because she, after this whole incident, she acts like she's the injured party. She gets all indignant. You've been mean to me, this threatening me. Wait a minute. When did the threats come, Letecia? Because I thought you all were having a sing along and trivia. So were the threats coming in between the song lyrics? Or what was happening? Because I didn't hear you get threatened, not a one time, and they know that they're being recorded. You know you're being recorded. So stop playing with these people out here. That woman didn't do shit to you, and you socked her in the face with a monster. And you know damn right well that if you were on the streets acting like this, and I'm telling you right now, if you hit me in the face with the monster, you're not going to be having time to plead your case to me. That's it. I'm going to be all over you like a spider monkey. Okay.
Yeah, I completely agree. Hey, Tina,
we're not going to, the discussion ends. I'm not negotiating with you. I'm not going to try to talk you down. That's it.
Tina Terry, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate that so much. I can't believe I don't have the section you were talking about, but no,
I'm very upset that you don't have this section. Who can we write to?
If she hit me like that, I can tell you right now, her ass wouldn't have walked away. I can guarantee you that. But you're a cop in uniform, and what do you like?
And she knows it.
Yeah, she knows it.
And she knows it. And she's saying the things that she's saying for twofold. One, because she's setting it up for the insanity plea, and two, because we know Letecia is also litigious, and perhaps was thinking down the road she might, sue for some police brutality or some such nonsense.
Pink Dahlia. And someone said, you throwing hands, Jen?
I would.
She did think she was going to sue because she's already tried suing a couple of times. Let me see. Kiana says, I would have opened up a can of whoop ass on her. I hope that when she goes to prison that she goes to Gen Pop. Oh, Amber had a comment I wanted to read out loud. She said she fully believes that Letecia will have some sort of outburst in this trial. What do you think?
I do too. Oh, yes. But I think she's saving it up. She's waiting for her opportune moment, because I've been watching her behavior this whole time. And I know you guys have too. And one of the things that I noticed about Letecia is that when it comes to hearing her own words, she doesn't want to. She, pulls her hair in front of her face, and she puts her hands over her ears, the whole nine, right? But but she really pays attention, which to me is very telling and just shows how despicable she is. She perks up when any crime scene photos are shown. She perked up at the autopsy photos. But the rest of the time she doesn't want to hear anything. Now, if I were a betting woman, I think that what Letecia is saving it up. And I think that she has an idea, because she's been talking to her attorneys. She knows what's in those reports from the state's evaluation. I think that she's going to try to pull some shit in front of the jury so that it negates.
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct. Thank you, Jen, and thank you, Punksy. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that so much.
She's like, I can show you, but she's going to pull I can show you better than I can tell you, and act a straight fool. Mark my words.
Well, many people say that she might do it with Harley, but okay, we'll put in here the glare that she flipped off Gannon's family today. Then Batty put that in there. There's a lot of people. I didn't see that. When did that happen?
Didn't see it either. Neither did I.
Yeah, I'm missing about the last 30 minutes. Was it at the end?
It had to have been at the end because I watched and it definitely wasn't during any of this stuff, because when this stuff was going on, she was over here with her, doing the grudge, she could speak, she'd be out,
Yeah.
and covering her ears. So she wasn't doing it then.
Hey, one who sees Parker. I didn't see that, but I saw her smirk so many times. Well, I've seen her smirk too, and I find it interesting when we're listening to her bullshit, her phone calls, her interviews, all this stuff. She's looking down. Ikadmel has a clip. Let me go look. But when autopsy photos and things like that, she literally is sitting there watching.
Yes.
Let me go to Ikadmel's YouTube if she had the clip of her flipping off. Oh my God,
She's
I cannot
gross.
believe her. Oh, she's disgusting. Now, they did show some photos today I wanted to run through and just
Okay.
talk about briefly. She
Okay.
and then I'll see if Ikadmel has that video. So they were pointing out that they were showing where blood had showed during, presumptive blood testing in the blue, like the luminol and stuff. And they were showing how that, I believe they're trying to get at that he was held in the storage room in the suitcase for some time. They show blood in there. They show these suitcases that are in there. I'm going to flip through some of these pictures though. This is, part of the storage room. Oh, that they showed. Let me see. Now, these are the boards. Do you remember the boards going out to the car where she says Gannon got injured? He hurt his foot. That's those boards here.
Okay.
This is out by the boards where the luminol was showing up. Let me see. Then
they keep calling it Blue Star, and I'm sorry, but I'm older, and every time they say Blue Star, I can only think of the Blue Star ointment commercial. I wish they would just call it luminol. It would be so much better. But I don't think it's actually luminol. I think it's actually Blue Star.
Yeah, it's probably a version of something similar, but something new. Then they show his bedroom. But what I thought was very interesting was, so in the closet right here, next to these totes, next to this clear one with the purple thing over some, there was a piece of carpet that was rolled up that had been cut out. Hold on, let me go back this way. From right here in the living room. Now, this carpet has blood on it still. And it really makes you wonder. I don't think this, now I know everyone's kind of thought the night before something happened with this candle, but I believe that this attack was not only in his room based on all of this evidence. Look at this. This is off the carpet that was rolled up right there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but downstairs, isn't there also a bathroom?
Harley's room. I think there is a bathroom. I'm not for certain. There's Harley's room, the living room, a storage room, and Gannon's room.
Okay, because I've been thinking about this, right? Because we're all trying to figure out what it was. Listen, I want to make this very clear. I do not think that this was an isolated incident with Letecia. Frankly, with Gannon, bless his sweetheart. I think that I think Gannon was targeted by her over a long period of time. I just think this incident escalated further than it ever had before. And I think that it probably likely started out emotionally, her abuse. But I don't think that this was the first time she physically struck him. But she talks about the day that they went on the hike in that Starbucks interview with Al at the Starbucks. And she talks about Gannon having an accident. And after that, her story gets real vague and sort of like lacking in detail. And I almost wonder if perhaps she's telling the truth and he did have an accident, bless his heart. And I'm sorry, Gannon, that I'm talking about this, but maybe she had him cleaning it up and she flipped out on him for some, you know what I'm saying? And because when I thought about the candle, remember I thought maybe she used it and she struck him with it. But I think that if she struck him with that candle, I think it might have broken with that amount of force, the force that it caused for the skull fracture that he had. I think there also wasn't any blood, and they checked that candle. So that candle could not have been what caused that blunt force trauma. like I thought it was. And that's why I think the medical examiner has it, the sharp force trauma, and then either the GSW or the blunt force trauma. She can't tell. But I think it started downstairs in that living room. That's what I think.
Okay, I think that you're right, 100%, and this proves it. Let me go back to this just for a second. The carpet was from the living room, so this is where it's from. Let me show you. See the couch? It's from right here. You can even see the lines in the carpet where she had put whatever else down. So yeah, and I don't know what happened, but they also said there was blood under the wax that they found. Now look at this. I can't believe this shit. And I can't believe I missed this. Watched all day, except when we talked, I was watching like the last hour and I missed it because we ran out of time. She's in there flipping the bird. It says the judge, she really
She
flipped the
sure
bird.
is.
The judge called her out for it and said he doesn't need her in the courtroom. Look at her. Oh my God.
Well,
Stephanie, I thought I heard blunt. Oh, I didn't hear that. I think she may have stabbed him at least once on Sunday night with whatever sharp tool. I think so too. I have thought about that with whatever, and that makes perfect sense. I didn't think about that with the tool for the carpet, but I
yes.
think that it's possible he was accidentally, or not accidentally, but she was reacting and punishing him, but went too far. And it could be something like stabbing him the night before, or just like not.
I would like to know what they're calling a box cutter, because there are like actual box cutters and they're like, they use the same, it's smaller and like the handle part is thinner. That's an actual box cutter, but then there is that fatter one, you know what I'm talking about? And that one I think isn't technically a box cutter. It's actually a utility knife, but and I know this because one of the many jobs that my husband had in the beginning when we were young and had to make money because we had kids so young, he laid carpet, cleaned carpet, laid carpet, all that kind of stuff. And when we moved into a house in Arlington, it had these beautiful hardwood floors underneath the carpeting, and I wanted all the carpeting out. And I distinctly remember him using that utility knife to cut up the carpet.
Well, okay. CDT said she said that the box cutter wasn't doing it. So that's interesting. Maybe she got something else and had the box cutter too. Not all of his wounds were deep, but some of them broke his rib. So it's possible there's multiple things. Look how many different methods she used to hurt this child. You know, I wouldn't put it past her to have done something with the box cutter and then went back the next day and finished off her work or whatever she did. I know it's awful. It's horrific. And then to have the nerve to sit in the courtroom and act like this.
Right.
Shame on you, you evil ass bitch. I'm sorry, but she does not have a snowball's chance in hell with this jury at this point doing this baloney. The docket says judge just ripped Letecia Stauch's ass for flipping people off. I'm going to really fast try to go to Sleuth Mom because they said she had it clipped. And maybe we can watch that.
Okay.
Because I definitely want to see it. I cannot believe her. Now, maybe she'll wait. And if Harley comes in, it's just knowing her and how she plans out all this crazy shit. And it's always some kind of spectacle. I could see her trying to prove that she is, in fact, insane or whatever by having some sort of meltdown. Where is the clip? I wonder. Let's see.
And she does like to be the center of attention. I mean, at that moment when she's having her chest pains and whatnot, and that whole fiasco, people are out searching for Gannon. But she's made it again all about her.
Yeah. Exactly. Like always. Okay, here's the clip, I think.
This will be the first, please describe what we're talking about there.
This is an actual live cartridge of Hornady ammunition. We'll see
This will be the first, just please describe what we're talking about there.
This is an actual live cartridge of Hornady ammunition. We'll see.
Wow. The audacity.
She has so much audacity.
Mm-hmm.
She's just ridiculous.
Oh my God. Oh, frustrating. I wonder what her mother is thinking, seeing her behave this way. I wonder what Harley's thinking, you know? And
Yes.
well, okay. So after, I guess I sent you a clip also. Ooh, okay, Kelly, let me go grab that. I was gonna say there were some things in was it the same thing? Maybe. Oh my God, she sent me another picture of her doing it. Let me show y'all this one. What the hell? I cannot believe this woman. There were some things that came out in Chad and Lori today too. I was telling Jenn before we started that supposedly Ty Lee was possessed by a zombie named Hillary. And yeah, there Zulema took the stand. It was kind of interesting, which we're doing a nooner tomorrow, so we don't have to get too much into that. But
No, we're giving you guys listen, y'all brace yourselves because we're doing the full Melanie Gibb and testimony, all of it, start to finish. So perfect for a nooner. Get your lunch, a Lunchable, a picnic, whatever you want, but be prepared to sit for at least a couple of hours. I don't know if I could go much longer than a couple, but I will try. I like to keep them right at about like 2 hours.
Yeah, I do too.
They're easier to watch back that way too, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, I think we have the clip here. Let's see.
All right, here we go.
He says, I can have you removed to her. Come on, load.
Which is what she wanted in the first place. I will say this, and I know that. Aw, Shay Renee, that's so sweet.
It's come to our attention that during the.
Okay. Yeah, let me grab.
I will say one point for Letecia today. On a positive note, it looks like she has washed and brushed her hair.
Yeah,
that's all I can say. It's the only nice thing I got.
The only nice thing. Chase, Jules, I'm going to show you a picture of him actually because I was looking up his obituary and stuff the other day and I saved it. So let me send. Oh, Teresa sent me a thing too from Twitter. I guess the judge going off, but let me send these two things over and then show you guys. And we'll play this when I'm sending it.
Okay.
I think mostly the afternoon session of witnesses today that the defendant has been flipping the bird potentially to witnesses or to our family that are here for Gannon. And there have been pictures that have been passed to me during this process. One, it's disrespectful to this court. It's disrespectful to this process. And I would ask the court to admonish her to refrain from acting this way in the future during the pendency of this case.
Okay. I've not seen any of that, but on the other hand, the defendant is to my far right. I can see her some on a screen, but I'll just take it as is. Ms. Stauch, what you need to understand is that I can control the conduct of an awful lot of people in the courtroom, including yours. And don't do that. Don't show that kind of, don't be making disrespectful gestures to witnesses, to people, to family members, anything like that. You need to understand that if that continues, I can have you removed and the trial will continue without you. And you will sit in a holding cell in this building. And every time we take a break, I'll bring you back up to ask whether or not you can conform your conduct to what I'm requiring. If you choose to act in a disruptive behavior or disruptive fashion, I'll just have you removed and we'll continue on without you. And then we'll check and see if you want to come back and behave in a respectful manner. So I'll just leave it at that. And we will see where.
Okay. Thank you, Fly By Night. I'm a new member now. Thanks. I love this. Oh, thank you and welcome. I'm so glad that you did. Okay. I'm playing it through while we talk about it because I want to see her face. I didn't pay attention to her face as much as I was listening and watching. Look at her attorneys. I think they're even pissed.
They're mad.
And can you imagine how Al and I cannot believe her. She makes me so angry.
She has some nerve, doesn't she? Her attorneys are upset because this this is not how they want her to behave. This is not a good look,
No, and
Letecia.
it doesn't prove her case, number one.
No.
It's not going to help them think that she's crazy. It just makes her look like an evil bitch. And
Right.
they are actually trying, at least trying. They're doing their duty. They're trying to advocate for her and her rights. And oh, I bet you they're so mad. Look at them.
Exactly. And they're mad. And I'll say this for the jury, Letecia, and you should have been paying attention to this part. They were already hesitant to entertain a not guilty by reason of insanity plea. But they sat there and they took the oath and they said that they would do what they're tasked with doing, which is to listen with an open mind. And let me just say this. Every time you act a straight fool like this, being disrespectful, you close their minds just a little bit more, which I think, frankly, you deserve. But I know that you like to tell people how smart you are. This is not smart.
Not at all. She's just making a damn fool of herself. Here's the one Teresa sent. I don't know if it's any different, but Crime Curious says, oh, I bet this is it. A close-up of her face. Oh, wait, this is a different one. Look at her. Oh,
I will have to wait until you get to it gets to the TV when I can really see it.
Okay.
Oh, shit. She sure is.
I just cannot believe her. I'm a little behind in chat, and I totally believe that him having an accident set her off on Sunday. I think everything stemmed from that. When I was on the stand, he said she couldn't handle that. Oh my God.
I think so. See, because I will tell you that the candle plays a role, but I think the more that comes out and the more evidence is shown, I think that the role of the candle was in an effort to cover up what actually happened.
Yep. I agree. I completely agree. And let's not forget that recording she put out and listening to that baby, especially now that I'm just worried about my burns, but even before, how confused and scared. And I can't imagine, because he probably is like, damn, what the hell did I do? Like, scared to death. He sounds terrified in that clip.
See, I have to say this. I didn't hear him say, I'm just worried about my burns. What I heard is.
Did you hear the one they played in court?
Yes.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean he didn't say it. It just means that for that part, it was hard for me to hear. I did hear, I'm just worried about, and I heard the last word, which was burns, but not the my in between. I'll have to go back. I will go back and listen to it, though, because I want to hear it for myself. Not that I don't believe you guys. It's just that for whatever reason, whenever I watch it or whenever I've listened to it, that part I can't hear. I can't hear the word my.
Okay, I'm trying to grab it if I can. I know that Plunder has it, but it's like a long video. So let me see if it's at the beginning, and maybe we can hear it together and see. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I don't know.
And when I couldn't hear it, I sort of chalked it up to, well, maybe instead of my, he said the, because the conversation was about the candle and that it messed up the couch and it messed up the carpet. So context clues, either one fits, my or the fits with with the conversation.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
But they do specifically ask the medical examiner about burns. Well, that's not true. Wasn't it the jury that asked that?
They were talking about burns. Would they like bleed like that? I think, I don't know.
Okay, so they did. I do know that there was a question asked to the medical examiner about burns. I just cannot remember who asked it. And Alex said, put it on the list, Allie. Things we got to go back and solve.
We got a lot of them. Okay,
I think
because it says audio starts soon. Let me play this real fast.
Okay.
He's not present in the courtroom.
Okay, wrong part. I don't know where it's at in here. She has it in here, but I thought that was the part. I think does she just play the whole court thing through?
She must have. Check law and crime. They might have it isolated, or straight search.
Ooh, CDT has it.
Okay, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go to that really quick. Yeah, I want to hear now that you say that, but regardless, he still sounds terrified, you know?
Oh, yes.
I don't know. Let me see.
Yes, he does. He and Crime Curious says Messenger, check Messenger, LOL. For me, what I hear in Gannon in his voice is confusion. The first question that she asks, his response to me, it sounds like she's gaslighting him and he's confused. But he also knows whatever has gone on prior, right? That by agreeing with her, hopefully whatever has happened will stop. And so there's that, and then he sounds scared. But there is a part in there where he does moan and he does sound like he's in pain. And it breaks my heart every time I hear it.
Me too. All right, well, let's hear and see. And then Crime Curious sent, I think, a longer version of what happened in the courtroom today with the middle finger. Oh, okay. Welcome, Tina. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, one sec.
Listen, we're gonna have to sell stuff to fix it. Okay? So we figure out what we gotta sell. We can sell the sofa, we can sell whatever, because we gotta get it fixed. So lady, don't be mad at us and kick us out of the house. Okay? You got it? You got it?
I'm just worried about my purse.
Okay, shh, listen. So tomorrow, listen, we're gonna have to sell stuff to fix it. Okay? So we figure out what we gotta sell. We can sell the sofa, we can sell whatever, because we gotta get it fixed. So lady, don't be mad at us and kick us out of the house. Okay? You got it? You got it?
I'm just worried about my purse.
Okay, shh, listen. So tomorrow,
I heard it.
I heard it too.
And she shushes him.
Oh, that makes me mad. Shh. No, I don't care anything about you and what you feel or how you're doing. It's all about me, and I don't want anybody to look at me like I did something wrong. No. Oh,
but I also heard something this time that I've never heard before.
Okay.
Listen to it really close. Letecia is out of breath. Listen to her talk.
Okay.
Listen, we're gonna have to sell stuff to fix it. Okay? So we figure out what we gotta sell. We can sell the sofa, we can sell whatever, because we gotta get it fixed. So lady, don't be mad at us and kick us out of the house.
It's right there. That gasp that she takes right there between the fixing of the house, so she doesn't throw us out of the house.
Listen.
She gasps.
So tomorrow, listen, we're gonna have to sell stuff to fix it. Okay? So we figure out what we gotta sell. We can sell the sofa, we can sell whatever, because we gotta get it fixed. So lady, don't be mad at us and kick us out of the house. Okay? You got it? You got it?
Oh my God.
She sounds out of breath to me.
She does sound out of breath. I agree. And Yorkie, you're 100% right. She recorded that for a reason, and she didn't want the burns mentioned on the recording. That's why she's shushing him. I completely agree. The video is to cover up and put the blame on him. She's a good step monster. You're right, Maurice. Oh my God. She infuriates me. So just for a moment, let me see here. This is Chance, his obituary. But he looks like Harley, doesn't he? A little bit.
I have to wait till you get there because it's hard for me to stay on my phone. I do so much. I watch on the TV so I can see the things better.
Well, I don't know why, but it's delayed. It's like 20 or 30 seconds before it comes through, like for you guys, I think, versus I don't know. But I do think he looks like Harley. And then I'll click on that link Crime Curious sent. I don't know. You walk away from this and it's just depressing. You know,
It is.
It's no wonder we have to laugh about it because my God, it is just it's
depressing.
Yeah.
It's depressing.
Really, okay.
And some of the things, the comments and stuff that I make about Letecia, although humor is a coping mechanism, the truth of the matter is I can't all I can do is talk smack about her. I can't get to her in any way. So this is just me, coping.
Yeah.
Because it's disgusting what she's doing. What she did and what she continues to do.
Crime Curious says we got to watch her face in this, and
okay.
She reminds me of the lady off of Roseanne a little bit, Becky.
Sarah Gilbert.
Yeah, and
that's Darlene. Yeah, but yeah,
I knew Darlene. Yes,
Darlene. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Darlene.
She does look a little Sarah Gilbert like. She does.
And in the clip we just watched, I noticed it more than usual. So maybe in this one too. But his little sister was in the recording in the beginning. She's laying on the bed on a wedge, like a white cushion, watching TV. But yeah, so she was just in it for a second. You just see her laying there. Okay, I'm gonna play it, Miss Bendy.
Close to those 2x4s that were previously mentioned.
Oh, she's doing that finger shit. Look at her. She like that. Look at her.
People's Exhibit 384 is now a close-up photograph of the possible blood stains identified using placard B.
Yeah, we just have one other issue to bring up.
Go ahead.
Are you ready for it now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's come to our attention.
Hold on, just.
Okay.
Oh,
what else now?
Go ahead and go. And we'll see her back on that. Okay. Mr. Allen.
It's come to our attention that during I think mostly the afternoon session of witnesses today.
Just wanted to pause for a second. I know most of you are probably subscribed to Icked Mail. If you're not, I just dropped his link. He does great. He works hard, like a lot.
Yes, he does.
A lot of work and effort into it.
Just so y'all know, I reached out to Icked Mail and asked him if he would consider coming on the panel to do the roast with me, and I haven't heard back from him. But listen, he's a busy dude. He's got a lot on his plate, and it was like just a shot in the dark. It was just a little tiny hope, but I'll still be a fan even if he never comes on the panel and roasts Letecia with us.
I know you. I wonder if there's another, like a business account and then like a regular account or something, because sometimes you might miss. Like sometimes I don't see messages for 2 weeks.
I clicked the one that is in his links on his YouTube page.
Okay. Well, maybe he'll see it. I still have.
Maybe he'll see it one day and then he'll be like, "Oh yes." Maybe it won't be Letecia, but another case. I just like Icked Mail. I like the way he covers true crime, and I think he's funny.
Pink Dahlia, yes, he's funny as hell. He makes me laugh a lot. But Pink Dahlia, he had hydrocodone in his liver. He had no, by the time they did the autopsy, there was no blood. But so they found hydrocodone and acetaminophen in the liver. Okay, here we go.
That the defendant has been flipping the bird potentially to witnesses or to our family that are here for Gannon. And there have been pictures that have been passed to me during this process. One, it's disrespectful to this court. It's disrespectful to this process. And I would ask the court to admonish her to refrain from acting this way in the future during the pendency of this case.
Okay.
Throw in a cage.
I've not seen any of that, but on the other hand, the defendant is to my far right. I can see her some on a screen, but I'll just take it as is.
They got the screenshots. Shit.
Ms. Stauch, what you need to understand is that I can control the conduct of an awful lot of people in the courtroom, including yours. And don't do that. Don't show that kind of, don't be making
I can control a lot of people's conduct in the courtroom, including yours. Tell her, sir, because she needs to hear it.
I like Icked Mel's solution way better. Throw it in the cage.
I know. For real, she might end up there before the end of it. I won't be
disrespectful gestures to witnesses, to people, to family members, anything like that. You need to understand that if that continues, I can have you removed.
Oh.
And the trial will continue without you.
That's what you want.
And you will sit in a holding cell in this building. And every time we take a break, I'll bring you back up to ask whether or not you can conform your conduct to what I'm requiring. If you choose to act in a disruptive behavior or disruptive fashion, I'll just have you removed and we'll continue on without you. And then we'll check and see if you want to come back and behave in a respectful manner. So I'll just leave it at that. And we will see where we are on Monday. All right. All right. Court will be in recess. You can leave everything here.
Yeah, she thinks she's Look at her.
The only thing that I for sure want to have locked up is the gun and the ammunition. I don't ever leave that out. So that we need to make sure gets into a locker somewhere. Locked up is the gun and
she's laughing. Look at her.
Oh my God. I cannot stand her. She's so awful. You are an awful garbage human being, lady. That is just disgusting. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. That's just...
They're going to convict the shit out of you, Letecia.
Yep, and you deserve it.
And you deserve it, because you did it.
Oh, well, I think you want to just wait on Lori until late tomorrow since we're doing the nooner. It's almost 10 o'clock. I know you're tired.
It's up to you. It's up to you. No, I took a nap, remember?
Oh, yeah, you did take a nap.
But you're probably tired because you didn't, I know you didn't take a nap.
I didn't nap, but I was thinking about watching that movie, Megan. Have you heard about it?
Okay, I watched it, and I know everybody is like, oh, it's so great, it's so great, it's so great. Now, let me just say this, okay? Let me just preface this real quick. Oh, Cocaine Bear is out too, by the way, on Peacock. Same with Megan. I watched Megan. It's not a bad movie, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. It's all right. It takes a lot to scare your girl, mainly Bigfoot, apparently, and Fae Talk over on TT's last night.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, that kind of stuff. But horror films, oh, no, you've got to really work. It's all right.
Oh,
I'm laughing at myself.
I was like, are you
out
laughing?
No, I'm laughing at myself freaking out. Last night when I almost walked in, when I saw the reflection, I saw it out of my peripheral. And I thought the door was open. And so I thought somebody was approaching me because I was looking at my phone, listening to Allie and Truth Teller. And I had the flashlight on my phone and I was walking in the pitch dark and the reflection caught my eye and I thought somebody was standing right there and it made me jump. And then my heartbeat was a little, I had a little bit of a tachycardia episode just for a second.
Funny. I know. I got scared to death too. I was freaked out. I was even hearing shit in the woods, and I was just it scared me. Well, okay, we'll wait and talk about most of the Lori stuff because I'm tired and I want to watch that movie. But I have to show Melanie Gibb coming to court today, and then one thing that Zulema, I want to show you one thing that she put out, and then no, Mystic. I need to remember that though. I'm gonna take a screenshot of the chat so I'll remember. Sometimes I gotta do that. Where'd it go? Damn it. It was like a Winnie the Pooh. I can remember that though. But okay, here is Miss Melanie Gibb. She doesn't want to be noticed going in the courtroom, I assume, although she's making herself stand out, more. But whatever. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that she is dressed like Brenda's mom on 90210 when she was gardening. I'm almost positive that this is the same outfit Cindy Walsh wore on an episode of 90210.
She does. Even the flannel, the hat.
Yes. Yes. I'm like 92% sure this is a Cindy Walsh ensemble.
Yep. Agree. Now they said that she was like this in court, like when she was on the witness stand. People weren't sure who it was because she's hiding her face. She's kind of like, no wonder I would be too, but I mean, whatever.
Right. I can tell you right now that hat is not going to help her bangs situation at all.
No. All right, Miss Jenn. So we're on noon tomorrow on your channel, right?
Yes. I will put the I'll set the I'll schedule it in the morning. I got to make a thumbnail because it's all about Melanie, and I'm going to give her all the recognition she deserves. So it will be,
Yes, I agree. And Checkmate Humanity says, I'm so glad you're showing this. As soon as I saw Melanie walking in with a massive gardening hat, as if we care that much about her, I wanted to hear what Jen Lou would say.
She looks like friggin' Cindy Walsh. That's what she looks like.
Oh my Lord. Well, I'll just tell you, there was some stuff that I will, Danny B, that came out from Zulema today about them talking about, exactly step by step, kind of what they believed in, how they banished spirits, even the process, all around it. And we'll get all into that tomorrow, but it'll be fun.
I can't wait.
Angela, I can't believe I wonder if she took her hat off while she was up there. I don't know.
She had to. She couldn't testify with that on. No way. That's not like a church hat,
Yeah, definitely not. All right. I love you so much. I'm going to go.
I love you too.
Catch
Go watch your movie.
Yeah. I'm trying to get Bentley to do it with me because he really likes scary stuff. And it's getting late. That's why I was thinking that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's more into scary stuff than my older son, who is like scared. He don't even want to watch Walking Dead with me. He really hates it.
Oh, bless him.
Bentley's like Jason and Chucky and all the things. So yeah.
Bentley's a thug.
Yeah, he is. He's a little badass.
He has the sweetest little face, but inside beats the heart of a thug.
Oh God. Yeah. On the outside. Hey, he's kind of like a Sour Patch Kid, Real like Sour Patch Kid.
For real. All right. Good night, babe. I'll see y'all later. I'll talk to you later. Okay, Allie. All right. Good night, guys. All right. Bye.
And bye, you guys in the chat. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I really do. Thank you to my mods. Just thank you to everybody. Thanks for hanging out and joining the conversation and all that good stuff. Tomorrow night, we have the show on Real Talk, which is going to get into, it's not true crime. There will be some aspects of the community because we're going to hit the most controversial subjects that people are afraid to talk about. We're going to talk about the things that your mama told you, don't ever talk about this with your friends or with you. But we're going to do it in a way where we still walk away as friends, right? We respect each other's opinions. It's going to be really fun. So I hope to see you there. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.